Hello guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully all doing good. Today I'm going to do two episodes. One episode is going to be this list of few fragrances for summer that I would love to purchase over and over again. Let's say repurchase. Some fragrances people ask like, bro, what are the good fragrances that you think are full bottle worthy, or like you keep repurchasing and stuff like that. So as it's summer, I'm doing the summer list. Maybe when it gets a little bit cooler, I will try to do winter or cool weather list. Okay, so I have 6 fragrances here. I did pick 6 because I want to describe a little bit in depth why, and maybe a little bit of a re-review or update. Okay, and right now in Bangladesh, my god, the weather, it's a total burnout. I burned and crashed yesterday outing. Like I totally just passed out, passed out in a way that I couldn't take the heat, even though I am walking every day a lot. But even though, then the fitness, you have to be really, even fitness doesn't help. You have to keep drinking water and sleep a lot. So the humidity and heat, it's just reaching to the impossible situation, like an impossible level where there's no option. Anyway, so coming back to this list, these fragrances on most part are all good performers. Okay, if you look for good performers, and I picked them all for a reason. So let me go. One other thing that I picked them up for, one thing is performance wise they are good, indoors, outdoors. Second thing is they are they didn't get boring. Like I always look for them in the rotation to wear them in the summer days. And third thing I would like to say, these fragrances I already have created so much memory with. I got compliments, or I like wearing them. That's the most important thing. Some people would say, hey man, I didn't get compliments from this, so it's not my type of fragrance. I sometimes say, if I like something, if people don't like it, I don't really care, because for me, my choice is important, what I feel. My priority is me, first. So being a people pleaser or trying to make everybody happy, you cannot make people happy. It's not possible. People will always say stuff no matter what you do. So let's go. First fragrance, I'm going to show you the most obvious fragrance in the community. This perfume I always buy because I need a good performer. Let's say the smell is very known, is very popular, which is this CDNIM EDP, Club Intense Man. I prefer to buy the EDP. I have told you before, if you didn't see my previous videos. I personally like buying this because the price versus quality and quantity ratio, how do I put it, like practicality wise, this is one of the most practical ones from the line. CDNIM, all of them smell more or less the same, okay, apart from the other ones like the Iconic, Untold, Elixir, Urban Elixir, those are different, okay. But this CDNIM, which is that Aventus DNA, this one still lasts a long time on the shirt, but people do get nose blind to fragrances, so they do complain, man, the puffer don't last. Man, if you don't smell it doesn't mean it's not there. You smell it on the shirt, it will be there. And also one thing, I do decant fragrances, so one of the top sellers, some of these fragrances are top sellers, that's why I repurchase, also big reason. Okay, so it tells a story that people who used it once, they, instead of buying, let's say, another full bottle, they will buy, I know some guys, they buy 3-4 times the decants, 10 ml, 5 ml, 15 ml. So this is one of those fragrances, it works. It's boring, it's the most known DNA right now in Bangladesh, everybody wears it, but I still feel this is backup bottle worthy. I will always repurchase this because this fragrance is my trusted buddy. Okay, Club Intense Man, a little bit smoky, woody batch of Aventus. Okay, so it's still amazing fragrance. Okay, but if you can get those smooth ones, the Precio or the Dubai limited edition, airport edition, those things, those things I think are much better as well. But I haven't tried the exclusive one. Okay, so next one, it is one of my favorite fragrances. Okay, now I'll put it up in the list. Okay, number 2, I'm going to show you this one, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Praalom Eau Intense EDP for Men. And I feel myself that I always say the full name of this just to check my memory. This fragrance name is too long. Light Blue Intense for Men, that would do. Praalom Eau Intense EDP for Men, it sounds like there's like a whole poem going on. Anyway, those things apart, this fragrance is brilliant. Okay, the reason being, this falls into that family of Aqua Digios, Calvin Klein, CK1s, Isimiake, L'Eau de Praalom, or fragrances like Paco by Paco Rabanne. If you know those fragrances, they are simply sheer summer beauties, marine-like, fresh, a little bit spicy, a little bit floral. This thing has it all, but it has a peppery kick, which makes it masculine. But unlike the original you know, like intense, no, light blue for men, Puram, you know, that fragrance was too peppery for my liking. I still have a little 30 ml, a little bit left. That perfume gave me headaches, make me feel like throwing up. But this thing, they added so much more lemon leaf, so they made it more citrus like, and also they made it more aquatic. So what happens is, it's the balance between the citrus, the marine notes, and the spices much more, you know, much better. And also the florals, beautiful. So this fragrance, I can wear it, it's very handsome. I think its nearby competitor is Aqua di Gio, Profumos and stuff. If you like those kind of DNA, this is a great fragrance. Always buy 200 ml for the best value. Okay, so light blue Eau Intense is my second pick. I always buy this fragrance because this one serves me well. Okay, so now I have to show you the one that I was going to show you before. Aqua Dubai Alharamine. Okay, I got this bottle for the very first time in Bangladesh, which was 75 ml. It was very expensive, $65 per 75 ml. And it was exclusive, like I thought, you know, like this one and Dubai Nights, these two are exclusive from this line. It wasn't cheap, so I did not mind. I just wished it was 100 ml. So now finally I have 100 ml. Okay, so apart from the Decant page and all that, this thing also sells. This thing performs very loyal, you know, like loyal, is it loyally? It's like the loyalty of this fragrance as far as staying on the clothes is impeccable. Okay, but yes, I heard people say this turns a little bit feminine, soapy, you know, like, you know, the softer side, you know. I would tell you, yeah, it does, because this one is a take on Imagination by Louis Vuitton, LV. And LV, I haven't smelled, but I heard also is kind of unisex. So from that perspective, yeah, I don't mind. And the thing is, price point wise, it's just so much cheaper. Okay, so for me, I don't know about other people, for me, outdoors, indoors, this is a great performer. I smell it all the time. If you stay in the room, office, house, whatever, this thing will definitely last. Okay, but again, don't judge a fragrance by seeing outside weather in Bangladesh right now, 46, 44 degree, feel like in Pakistan it's 50 degrees, man. I cannot imagine, you know, I went out yesterday, I felt like, you know, I am just being barbecued live, you know, that bad heat and humidity. You keep sweating and you feel like, you know, you see white lights and stuff. So this fragrance is great for summer, and I think this is backup bottle worthy. Aqua Dubai by Alharamine. I don't pay retail on this, by the way. The retail is very expensive. Okay, number 3, number 2, number 1, all three are amazing perfumes. Okay, but I'll show you first one is this one, Kenzo EDP Intense. This is one of my babies. Okay, this is a fragrance I fell in see, I smiled automatically. I smelled this DNA, I heard the hype about it when I, you know, initially was looking at this. I was interested in this bottle, like the bamboo shaped bottle, and I was like, I'm gonna get it, you know, just for the bottle. But when I got it, it not only surprised me with its longevity, it blew me away with this marine, you know, Ganymede, with this kind of spicy. And the thing is, it's not exactly like Ganymede. Ganymede is more metal like. This one is, it's just unbelievable. It's like, how do I explain this? This is more interesting than Bleu de Chanel for me. Okay, and this fragrance can be used all year round, right? So if you want a solid performer, I think just for that is backup bottle worthy. Okay, Kenzo EDP Intense, the whole line is solid apart from the OG. I don't like the OG, the Kenzo EDP. It is just very reminiscent, or you know, similar to the old Katana sword, that bottle version. I find it like okay, but EDP Marine, this, you know, and even the Santal Marine, they're all great. Okay, EDP Intense for me is the champ. Okay, so number 2 and number 1. Number 2 is this fragrance. I'll always buy it, I'll always have it, and this is a fragrance that it's also very known. This one is similar to that Aventus thing, Hachiva thing, but it's not a dupe of any of that. It's just a pineapple, lemon, grapefruit heaven. For me, it's Sedra Bois. This one also has woody and leather on the dry down. Okay, so this thing is juicy. This is how I describe it. This is a juicy, like it's a juice in a bottle. When I spray this, I immediately feel it's a mood lifter. Yes, some people will say it's a candy-like lemon. It's not the most natural lemon like you get in somewhere in Zerjov or Sospiro, but for me, I think this is niche for me. Okay, I'm a very simple, ordinary man. For me, I like simple things in life. You know, we are men of culture, right? So I like that term. You know, I go to YouTube anytime, you know, like all the guys, they're like so silly, you know. Men of culture. Anyway, so Sedra Bois Intense for me is a great fragrance, great smell, great longevity, and it's power packed. it is like, for me in the office, if someone is wearing this, they're going to be always liked, loved. There's no guarantee about it. I cannot write it on a certificate, but I feel this is one of the most handsome perfumes ever. And from the niche side, price point versus what you get, 120 ml, this is a fragrance you always should consider. Okay, if you enjoy the smell, you should keep it in your collection. That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, So Sedra Boy original I do have at the somewhere at the back with the screw cap. That and this potency is same. So old Sedra Boy, if you can find, who that was, fireman. So Sedra Boy Intense is my other one, like number 2. Number 1 is going to surprise a lot of you. It's a good fragrance. It's a luxurious perfume. Everybody loves it. It's very popular. But should it be number 1, or it's not by ranking? Okay, I put this fragrance right here for a reason, that how much I appreciate the soothingness of this perfume. It just, in the height situation, when it's hot, like humid, this fragrance for me does it. It just relaxes me, like says, okay, come down, buddy. It's like your good friend, like, hey, just come down. It's gonna be better. You just go and find somewhere cool and sit down. But it also smells great. It goes so good with the high heat. Like another fragrance, I would say, if I didn't make a long list today, I would say Versace Menu Fresh. I would always have that. That fragrance, when I'm sweating like I'm melting, I put that on. I literally bathe in it. I go like 30 sprays. Okay, and even if I'm sweating, normally when you sweat, people around you smell like like he's sweating and stuff. That fragrance will always make you smell better when you sweat. That's what I'm paying compliment to. All fresh. So this is called Prada L'Homme. This is the fragrance. Sorry, this perfume is a luxurious perfume. Yeah, nowadays people will say, hey man, the niche fragrances, blah blah. Yeah, I don't care, niche, designer. For me, this smells expensive. That's all that matters. And since I cannot buy Prada Amber Pure Homme anymore, I consider Prada L'Homme backup bottle of 150 ml. Right. So this one is like a Swiss Army knife. Okay, it's a handy fragrance. It's not the most complex, not the most luxurious, like in a Dior Homme Intense, like sexy, aggressive. This one, when people smell, they go like, smell nice. You smell nice, bro. You smell very pleasant to be around. So great fragrance for all occasion, all purpose. If you live mostly in warmer setup, consider Prada L'Homme. Okay, so there you go, 6 fragrances. Didn't keep the video very long because I have planned to do a second video, so which I will do after this, right? And yeah, let's see how that turns out. And I'm using a new mic. I don't know, where's my mic? It is there. See if that actually does justice to the video, if it gets better, because I did invest some money. So take care guys, have a nice day. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.